Hello Ophiuchus and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikita Antoine and I am the Oracle of the Tarot. All of my readings are timeless, so if the message found you and resonates, then it's yours at the time in which you found it. I've done your reading with my blended deck of, gosh, I was going to say the Good Tarot. That's so weird. No, it's not the Good Tarot. I have a good tarot, but this is not the Good Tarot. This is a good tarot spread. I will say that. Like, this is a phenomenal spread. But this is actually the Threads of Fate Weaver Tarot and Oracle deck, which is also a very phenomenal and good tarot / oracle deck for myself. All right, so let's just get right into it. So at the on the underlining of your reading, we have the Three of Cups, which is absolutely stunning. It's a very beautiful, celebratory type of energy. It's really lovely. It was coming through, and actually in the Sagittarius reading, I believe, yeah, it was, as the sign for friends. And when I was doing your meditation before we started the reading, instantaneously, it came in super fast, was the song, it was the song by The Doors, Light My Fire, and it came through with like a super like psychedelic dreamland, dream wonderland, like feeling. And of course, you know, with all of the passion and everything, and that is absolutely reflected in your reading. It's really interesting because it's like I kind of can't, I can't really tell what is like dream and what is reality. I mean, they're kind of like one and the same, really. It's like when you're in the dream world, that is your reality at that moment. And then when you're in reality, 3D world, that is the reality in the moment. So it's like those two worlds, those two realms are merging. It's really cool. It's very like psychedelic and trippy. And what I was getting from the song was Ophiuchus is the snake bearer, but what was coming through heavily, especially with there's like the like very extended, I don't know what you call that. It's like they're just like expressing with the music, like there's no lyrics or anything. It came through as like shit, what do you call them? A snake charmer. That's what it came through as a snake charmer. Like a person like holding a flute and then the snake is dancing with them. So we're starting off your reading with the Chariot card. And from this, I was getting that it's like you're getting ready to go somewhere. So you're getting ready. It's funny because like it's almost like I feel like this is the end of the reading. It feels like it should be at the end, but it's at the beginning. It's kind of like that same whole thing. It's like both of these worlds are like merging into one. It's like the beginning is the end and the end is the beginning. It's really trippy. And it's like you're getting ready to go somewhere. This is so funny because it's coming through as like a dance or like a party of some type. It's actually coming through like really Victorian to me, like kind of like Gothic. It's a very like Victorian, like we're gonna get ready, it's gonna take us all day to get ready, and then we're gonna get on our carriage and go to this is so ridiculous, go to the big house and have a great time and do some psychedelics. I don't know. It's really cool. It's very interesting. And afterwards, it's coming through. So what's giving me this this notion of it's like you're getting ready is this light is a little bit too bright. Let me pull it down just a touch. There we go. Okay. So this is the Four of Swords and the Seeker of I was gonna say the Seeker of Hats. It's not hats, it's the Seeker of Wands. And the Four of Swords, yes, it is, you know, in the traditional tarot, like rest, rejuvenation, but it's coming through as like you are at home, and this timepiece here, oh my gosh, it has like that like Victorian, like Gothic, like Edwardian era feel to it. It was coming through as a perfume bottle. Must be a perfume bottle. And it's funny because I was saying Seeker of Hats. It's like if you've ever been hat shopping, like, it can take hours for you to find your hat. Hats are very personal, and it takes a lot of time to, like, you know what I mean? They gotta like measure your head. You have to find like what shape fits with your face. And it's just speaking of like, it's like, it's finding your garb. It's like, what are you going to wear to this, party? What are you going to wear to this party? Like it's like, what type of message do you, it's almost like a, oh, that's so funny because I was talking about the sign. It's like a nonverbal, it's like, what message are you giving to other people through your dress, through your, my nose is getting all itchy. It's like, it's the classic, like, psychic thing. But that's what it's coming through as, like, what message are you trying to give out to the other members that are going to be coming to the party? And it's really cool because I had to do this reading over again. And it's so interesting because in the first reading that I did for you, it was like Ophiuchus is sitting down writing like a handwritten letter. Like it felt like writing by candlelight. It all feels very like vintage, timeless. You know, the beginning, the end. It's like, it's like void of time. That's so funny because we have the void card coming out here at the very end, but it's like void of time. And Ophiuchus was writing a letter. And what triggered for me actually was I just put a poem on my Instagram feed, and that poem came to mind. And I wanted to do it over because it felt like too much of my energy was in that reading. Also, interestingly enough, my moon is in Ophiuchus, and I guess it's like, I mean, I will be seeing myself in the reading, you know, of course, but like it was just so blazingly apparent, and like I'm not removed from the collective. That's cool. Okay. So Ophiuchus also wants to say they are not removed from the collective. They want to be included. It's very cool because most people are like, yeah, the 13th sign doesn't actually belong, but I mean, it does. It does. Ophiuchus wants to be included. Okay, so Ophiuchus is putting on their garb, and they are getting ready for this party, and they have a message, because in this hat there's a little envelope. It's like a message, some type of little message. And I'm trying to remember what the message was in that first reading, and I think it was literally just my poem. Okay, so after I upload this, I will upload blah, 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 spoken word, I guess, of my poem, so that you can get a feel for it, because it's a very dream-like and psychedelic type of poem, and especially going along with the lyrics that Jim Morrison is talking about in Light My Fire. It So he also talks about, like, speaking of like rising up, like, girl, we can get much higher. And it's in that poem, it's the same type of feeling. It's like escaping Earth and just like blending in with the tranquility of the cosmos. There's also a little bit like extra like subliminal like other things in it too. But yeah, that's what it is. It's really funny because the next card that comes out is the dolphin, and it is a very playful energy. And I usually see this card as like, so there's a texture on the dolphins that looks like neuro pathways. So it's like, it's kind of like, it's like connecting in, hang on, I'm just looking at it. It's like connecting in the ethers. That's what it feels like. It literally feels like your dream is coming into reality. Like, Ophiuchus wants to be a part of the party. It's always been a dream of theirs to, you know, be included in the collective. And it's like, now they're coming to the party. That's so fucking cool. So it's like they're coming to the party. And it's like when you get there, when you get to this like celebration, to this party, it's like you meet someone. Someone is being met. And what's really cool is that you're like, it's like you're two dolphins, right? So, dolphins, speaking of like, dolphins always feel very otherworldly to me. I don't know why I want to say that, but they feel like, I don't know, it's not alien. It's just they feel like very like out there, really like out of the box, something that's like super, you know, just not normal. Not normal in the least bit. Not normal in the least bit. And it's like you meet somebody that is just like you, and it's like, with the nature card following behind that, is supernatural. Oh, there we go. It's supernatural. Yeah. It's like you met someone at this party or this gathering, right? And it's supernatural. It's like you see them and you're like, oh shit, you're just as like fucking weird and crazy as me. And it's like, you guys, like, you're like, okay, let's leave this joint, because whatever, and let's just go to the gardens that are on the grounds, you know, like, let's get lost in this hedge maze. This is with the pine cone is coming through. This one, the pine cone is like coming through as like well, yeah, pine trees, but it's also like shrubs, hedgery. So it's kind of like, let's get lost in this hedge maze and just like play and have fun and, you know, forget about the world. It has a very like, it's like when you two meet, the whole world disappears. And it's like you're just like totally in this dreamscape. And it feels very psychedelic. It's funny because when I was just before I started your reading, like I got super tired all of a sudden. It's kind of like going out and partying and doing psychedelics like mushrooms or whatever, and then like the next day you're beat. Like you just want to sleep all day. It's kind of like what it feels like. So, and in this next row, I have to put these up at the same time. We're starting with the Death card and the Alchemist. And it's like these two, it's like, I mean, of course, Ophiuchus is the snake bearer, but it's like you found another snake bearer. And it's so cool. It's like I can't really differentiate who is who in this reading. It's kind of like it's like meeting your mirror or something. It's really interesting. It's like you're very much similar. You're different, you know. I mean, you're both individuals, but like you're very similar. Like it's kind of that's what it is. It's like it's kind of hard to tell the difference between, especially with this particular death card, because I have other ones that are in this deck. It's really hard to distinguish the differences between you two. That's what I mean. It's like seeing a mirror. And with the Alchemist, it was coming across as that the flute that the snake charmer is playing. So it's like you both are snakes and you both are snake charmers. That's really cool. I'm just looking at it. It's like you both are charming each other and it's very enchanting. It's like surreal. Like I feel like I'm like in a Dali painting or something. It's really like otherworldly. And with this Alchemist, it's like these are your two hands. It's like you're dancing together. It's like you're playing music and dancing together at the same time. It's like this is looking like a waltz, almost. It's going back to that like Victorian type of feel. It's like I'm seeing like all of these like points in time. So it's almost like you've met each other in multiple points of time. I'm just looking at what. Oh, that's funny because after the death card and the, hang on, let me just get them all like pressed up in my fingers. And the Alchemist is the world card. So it's like you've been with each other in multiple worlds. Like several time periods and multiple worlds. Like not just on Earth. Like it feels I mean, it definitely has like I keep getting all of these like starseed references in my readings, and that like it's like before I started this channel, I never used to get messages like that. But this is like super starseedy. It's like you've been, you know, of course on Earth, but like multiple times. Then also like in other star systems multiple times. And then especially with this like vintage feel to it, it's like you're super ancient. And Ophiuchus, especially with the snake bearer, is like ancient wisdom, right? It's like you're the keepers of ancient wisdom. So it's very ancient, super ancient. It's like It's funny because like when I was looking at all of this, I was like, wow, this feels like my Sovereign Oracle card, which I always call like a goddess energy, but this is like not that. It's like before that. I don't know how to explain that. It's like when the stars were created. That's really cool. So it's like when you see each other and you start, you know, doing your charming dance and tripping out with the world followed up by the Ten of Cups. I mean, it's like total bliss. It feels, oh my god, it feels so good. It feels like euphoria. It feels incredibly euphoric. I mean, after the Ten of Cups, which of course is like total and complete emotional fulfillment within yourself and with another person, followed by the Two of Cups, it's like, holy shit, this is like, it's magical. It's so magical. It's really blissful. And like I'm highly recommending you listen to the poem that I'll be posting, because you'll feel that type of energy in that poem. Like it's just blissful. It's just total bliss. Like I don't know how else to describe it other than like euphoria and bliss. And then both so the Ten of Cups and the Two of Cups is followed by the Sovereign of Cups. So it's like all this cup energy is highly emotional, highly fulfilling, very blissful. And with the Sovereign of Cups, it's like something that's not found often. It's very rare. It's very rare. The pearl at the center of the clam is coming through as something that an experience that is rare, is rarefied. And all of these cups, oh my goodness. So much cups, so much love. Ugh, so much. That's so funny because so those are the first two rows, and then the third row, we're starting off with the Lover's card. I love this Lover's card. Hopefully you can see, but in each of these hands, one has leaves and the other has roses. It's a very collaborative, there we go, emotionally collaborative union. It's like you can't have the roses unless you have the leaves, right? In order to photosynthesize. It's like you need both elements, but then it's like you also need the roses so that pollination can occur and new beginnings, right? Super like collaborative type of feeling. And with that is followed by the pillar. And the pillar is the Empress in the traditional tarot. The deck that I use is it doesn't have gender in it. It's inclusive. It's gender inclusive. So like all of the cards can be all genders. It keeps going back to that that the snake bearer wants to be included. Snake bearer wants to be included. So with the Empress card, it's like it's the rise. It's the rise. the rise of these empress energies. And it's crazy because I want to say it's the sovereign energy, but it feels even higher than that. And I didn't even know that that's like possible. But it's that lyric and the song, which is "Girl, We Can Get Much Higher." It's that whole type of like psychedelic, like it's like you're both standing on this pillar, and it's like this pillar is shooting up into the cosmos, and it's like you are just like smitten. Oh my goodness, that's funny. You're smitten. And then in this pillar card, like I don't know if you can see all this stuff behind the pillar. Look at all that magic. There's like all this like magic, like orby, rainbow energy, but it feels like colors that you've never seen before. Like colors that you wouldn't even be able to describe it in reality because like nobody would understand what you're talking about. It's very surreal. Super surreal. Like I don't know how much I could say like psychedelic over and over again, but that's what it feels like. And then it's like this is the meeting of you two. But it's like I can't tell who is who. It's like you're one and the same. So we have the ancestors, the void, and the patience card. So off the back it's also speaking about that this is like a rarefied meeting. Rarefied? It's a rarity. It's a rarity for this to occur. And it's like it's so weird. It's like the entities or your spirit guides, whatever term you like to use. It's like it's like not only have you been waiting patiently for this, it's like they've been waiting patiently for this, and it's like the spirit world and this like 3D reality is all celebrating. Remember we had the it's like a total and utter celebration, but it's also like they kind of want to be a little quiet. The void to me is a very silent card. It's like they want you two to enjoy this. So I mean, especially with the pillar, and I kept talking about the sovereign. I mean, it does feel like you're both very intuitive, especially with the Sovereign of Cups. So it's like, it's almost like when you guys meet, it's like everything goes still and quiet. It's like you guys do your little mating dance, I want to say. That's cool. But it's like you're meeting in this in-between. The void is an in-between space. It's neither here nor there. It's like, that's what I'm saying. This is like, it's like time doesn't exist. It's like time doesn't exist in this moment. That's cool. It's very timeless. What does that mean? It's very timeless. I don't know. Let me just look at it down here so I don't stare into the light. It's like how much time did the universe have to wait in order for it to actually be created? It's like when I was saying, let me put this down on the table so that I don't have to stare into the light. It's like that the darkness was there for so long. But the moment that it all becomes illuminated and is in view, it's like it feels very timeless. It feels infinite. And there's a lot of feminine energy here. Like we have, I mean, the Patience card itself is a very feminine, the turtle is very feminine to me. I mean, it speaks of Turtle Island, right? It's like this is what we all live on. But with the ancestors and the Patience, the Turtle Island, it's like both of these are like anchoring in this like timelessness. I don't know how else to describe that. It's like you're both purposely sitting in an in-between space to feel it. Because it feels so euphoric, you don't want to leave. So you're like, yeah, I'll stay in the in-between. So I can feel it more. But it's like you're in there together. It's like you're not in the in-between apart from each other. You're together in that moment. It's that moment where the world disappears. It's that moment where the world disappears. And there's all this like this especially this card as well. It's mirroring the pillar, which is that ascension, ascension feeling. Let's get higher. It's so cool. I mean, if you're doing mushrooms, yeah, it feels good. You know, it feels like a very euphoric trip, especially with the Chariot card. It's a trip. That's cool. But it's like, so like this bottom row is flanked by the Lovers and the Power card. It's like when you both come together, I'm like searching. Oh, that's funny. There's like a search. See, I feel this like, it's a very like fluid. It's like your bodies aren't like in your body anymore. Like you're being. You're not in your vessel anymore. Oh, the snake charmer. Doesn't like the snake like comes out of the basket? It's like you're not in that vessel anymore. You're beyond that. You're it feels like it's definitely like an out of body experience. And it's like when you both come together in this union, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Union? I mean, we do have the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Three of Cups. You know, there's hella cup energy and the Lovers. I mean, I guess it's, you know, needless to say, it's a union. It's like there's this is there's a third energy that's created, which is harking back. Who says that? It's like all of this is like super like it feels old and new at the same time. I don't know how else to like explain that. It's this there's this third energy. That's cool. There's all this rainbow energy. There's this third energy that's created by the both of you. That's cool. There's oh look, here's my other death card. Oh wow. So underneath the these are the three that came next after the Three of Cups. Oop. The High Sage, which is the High Priestess. This is my other death card. That's cool. This death card I always see, of course, it's got all the fungus, right? So it speaks of interconnectivity, like that's under the surface. So it's kind of like what is that word? Tele something. Tele. I don't know. It's not coming to me. It's like it's the nonverbal communication. telepathy. There we go. It's like, yeah, it's like telepathy. It's like not only are you like communicating on this earthly realm, it's like you're also communicating in this like dream realm. Really cool, because right before I did this, right before I was trying to do this reading and I got so tired. I literally wanted to take a nap. And now I feel wide awake. So it's like it's happening in both realms. And then it's like it's dropping in. It's dropping in. That world that you were in the ethereal, it's dropping into your reality. This is this universe card is it's a new world in formation. It's like with all the it's like the big boom. It's like how I was talking about. It's like before even the stars were created. It's like you existed before even the stars were. What does that even mean? That's really dope. That's really cool. So it's like when, like I was speaking before, it's like when you both come into union, that third energy is created, and it's like you're a power couple. It's so infinite. It feels so significantly infinite. It's amazing. It feels really good. Let me just say, it feels really good. Yeah, it feels really good. Okay, so, Ophiuchus, I'm going to draw some more cards for you, just to see where we're going to be going after this, rendezvous. And yeah, so join me in the extended if you're interested. If not, I will see you next time, and mwah!